So, surprise, I am 7 weeks pregnant, or I'm somewhere right around 7 weeks. I'm not 100% sure. It was definitely unexpected for us, and I found out about 3 weeks ago. In this video, I basically just wanted to talk about all of the symptoms I have been having in the 7th week of pregnancy. So basically, starting this next week, I will be in my 8th week, if that makes sense. So I had to write everything down, all of my symptoms on my phone so I could make sure that I remembered, because I would completely forget, which is also another sort of symptom. Alright, so symptom number 1 that I've been having since I found out, since actually the day that I found out, is sore boobs. And it's not like PMS sore boobs, it's more, I don't know how to really describe it. I guess it's kind of amped up, but for me it's not like super terribly bad, but it is pretty painful. A lot of people say that they gain a cup size within the first few weeks, but I haven't experienced that, but that would be kind of nice if that happened for me, really. I'm also really tired all the time. That's why it's almost 4 p.m. today, and I've been meaning to film this video all day. And because it's the weekend, I just want to relax because I'm so sleepy most of the time. I just feel like taking a nap, and the mornings aren't that bad. It's when I come into the afternoon around 11 to 2 p.m. I get really tired, and then again around 6 p.m. to bedtime. So I've been going to bed around 10 o'clock, which I think is pretty early for me. I usually go to bed maybe around midnight. So 2 hours earlier, I get much sleepier and just want to go to bed and have that extra rest. I have given up on coffee, and when I found out, I was like, I'm not going to give up on coffee because pregnant ladies are allowed to have 200 milligrams of coffee per day, which is about 1 cup of coffee. And I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna keep drinking coffee because I really love coffee and I don't see how I could get through the day without a cup. And so I tried drinking coffee, I think it was about 3 days after I found out, and it just wasn't good. Like, it wasn't appealing to me at all. I don't know what it was about it. I just didn't want it. So I started replacing my coffee with things like chocolate almond milk in the morning, and that's actually been okay. I haven't had any like withdrawals, which is surprising because yeah, I drink coffee every single day. I'm hoping by the 2nd trimester I will be able to start drinking coffee again, because coffee is more of a comforting thing to me, I think, after finding out that I'm not really having withdrawals over the actual energy that it gives me. So I was a little bit worried for a while because a lot of people on the birth board that I joined on one of the baby websites were saying that they were having really bad morning sickness, and I was like, well, I'm like not throwing up or anything. So of course I had to Google it, and Googling things is sometimes your worst enemy because it can lead you to just think crazy things. Like people were saying that if you didn't have morning sickness, you're more likely to have a miscarriage because all of those hormones weren't building up and causing you to, you know, throw up and stuff. But I do feel nauseous in the morning if I don't eat continuously throughout the morning. Like, I have to have small things up until lunchtime, otherwise I feel really sick. And then right around dinner time I get really nauseous. I've had a couple of dry heaving spells, but not like major, and they've been triggered by smells usually. And it was really weird. The first time that I actually did dry heave was probably like around 5.5 weeks, and it was because we were driving and I saw a coffee place that it was like a small business that I had never seen before. So I looked it up on Yelp and I started reading the descriptions of their coffees, and it was things like I don't know, like Irish cream and caramel and I don't know, something like that. And I was like, oh, that just sounds really gross, which was really weird. So as we were driving, my head started to hurt and I was like feeling nauseous just from reading that, which was so bizarre. We pull up to the house and Nick opens the front door because we didn't go in through the garage, and he hadn't changed the cat litter yet. And we keep the cat litter in the half bathroom, which is right off of our entryway. So I smelled that, and then I also had a wallflower plugged into the wall, and the wallflower was like the caramel latte from Bath and Body Works. So it was the smell of that and cat poop, which I think cat poop can make anybody feel sick. I mean, that stuff is just gross. But it was just the smell of that all combined. I was like, I feel like I want to throw up, but I wasn't sure, so I ran upstairs and started dry heaving. Worst part was that Nick had come in the house and left the door open, and I had come in the house and left the door open. So by the time I was like done doing whatever I was doing, he was like, why didn't you shut the front door, and blah blah blah, and we couldn't find Osmo, and he was all pissed off, and we were looking around for him everywhere, and it turns out he was just like in the kitchen somewhere. So that was just a crazy night. Nausea, not so bad. I just have to continuously eat, and I've been trying to eat good things instead of just eating whatever. I haven't had like any exact food aversions. Well, that's not true. Usually I have to really think about what I want to eat before I can actually just eat it. Like I can't just go and eat something, which I don't like. Like I have to think, a sandwich sounds really good. Well, what kind of sandwich? And then I have to think about it, and then that's what I want to eat, and that's like the only thing that I want to eat because everything else just sounds kind of gross or whatever. There was one night where Nick just popped a DiGiorno pizza into the oven. It actually makes me feel kind of gross right now. It didn't cook all the way, so it was kind of like doughy, and for like the next couple days I just kept thinking about it, and it was really gross. And like usually when I want things, they're kind of like on the salty savory side, like soups and sandwiches, and cream cheese and Triscuits. That was actually the first thing that I really wanted, and now not so much. I don't know. I think that's it for symptoms. The last thing was, over the past few weeks, Nick and I have been having the debate over me going for a midwife and a home birth. Okay, so my battery just died in the middle of me talking. That made me really sad. And I'm trying to do this before all of my light goes away because the sun is setting. But anyway, let me just try to wrap this up really quick. So Nick and I have been having the debate between OB and midwife, and he thinks absolutely no to a home birth, and I've always really wanted to do a natural birth, and I don't think that I can do it in a hospital setting because I feel like there would be too much pressure to maybe rush the delivery. I've been doing a lot of research about it, and I know that sometimes when you don't have a speedy delivery, they'll try to give you Pitocin so you can speed it up, and that's supposed to make labor really painful, even more so than it is naturally, and I just don't want that. So we did end up meeting with a midwife. Nick was not impressed. I thought it was pretty good, but I think I'm going to make a compromise and go with a midwife at my current OB office. Oh! Two other things that I almost completely forgot. In the first 2 weeks that I found out I was pregnant, I was taking the gummy version of the prenatal vitamins, and I found out that that actually does not have iron, and then the taste of it was kind of like grossing me out. I don't know why. I still take them occasionally when I don't feel like taking the prenatals that I just bought. These are the prenatal petite mini tablets, and they're supposed to be by Rainbow Light. They're supposed to be pretty easy on your stomach, which I'm still getting used to them. The taste is like not very good. Not as bad as it could be. I don't know. Like if you take vitamins, the ones that look like with like the rough outside, I mean this is pretty smooth. They just have that weird taste. And so I like to take it with juice or some sort of flavored drink. These are pretty tiny and slim. Oh shoot. It's okay. 5-second rule or whatever. But I'm supposed to take 3 of these a day to get the full value. And they haven't made me really sick or anything. So I think they're going to work out for me. And the last thing I'm going to do is bore you with some ultrasound photos. So I decided last week that since my doctor's appointment was going to be so far out and I couldn't make it through the holidays without telling anybody, that I wanted to go get an elective ultrasound. So we did, and at that point I thought I was about 6 weeks and 4 days, but the lady said I was measuring at 6 weeks and 1 day, which I thought was weird. It was not an internal ultrasound, which makes me kind of wonder if her measurements were accurate. It was an abdominal ultrasound, and she was able to see the baby in the yolk sac, and we found the heartbeat, and it was 119 beats per minute. And I got to hear it, and like you see the little flicker on the screen. That was really neat. I am going to show you my belly shot. I'll try to do a tripod shot in a few more weeks, but today, since the light is dwindling in here, I think I'll do it in the bathroom. There's not really much to show. It's more of kind of like this is the beginning point of where I'm at. Okay, so we are in my second bathroom and I'm still kind of like in my pajamas, but so I weighed myself on Friday and the scale said 109 pounds, so I haven't gained or lost anything. And so here's with my shirt on to the side. Yes. And I took my belly button ring out this week, which was a pivotal moment, but I was planning on doing that this year anyway. Zoom in. Belly to the front. And the side. Yeah, nothing to show. But yeah, so that's it for 7-week belly shot. Okay, so that's it for my 7-week pregnancy vlog. I will see you guys next week, hopefully with some more updates